Now, welcome back to the Prospect Hut, and this is the scouting report for the Mets' 7th best prospect according to Amazing Avenue. That's infielder Jacob Reimer. And then, of course, you need to hit the subscribe button, watch the totality of this video. Top 25 Mets prospects for 2026 at number 7, Jacob Reimer. Next on that list is an infielder. Jacob's father, Brandon, played baseball at Concordia University in the late 90s and took every opportunity to ensure that his son would pursue the same sport, installing a batting cage in their home and enrolling him on various Little League and travel ball teams. Jacob initially began his high school baseball career in 2019 on the UCUP high school junior varsity baseball team. But by the end of the season, he had been promoted to the varsity team. He led it over the next 3 seasons and ended his time with the Thunderbirds, hitting .398 with 8 homers in his final season there. Reimer was selected by the Mets in the 4th round of the 2022 MLB draft and had to choose between going professional or honoring his commitment to the University of Washington. His desire to be a pro won out, and the infield signed with the organization was $775,000, almost $250,000 over the MLB assigned slot value of $507,000. Mets assigned him to the FCL Mets in August, and he appeared in 7 games, hitting .261. That winter, Amazing Avenue ranked him the Mets' 14th top prospect. Reimer was assigned to the St. Lucie Mets to begin the 23 season, hit a solid .280 with 10 doubles, 1 home run, 3 stolen bases in 75 games. Missing a bit of time in late June and early July due to an injury at the beginning of August, the 19-year-old was promoted to the Brooklyn Cyclones and finished the season and Coney Island hitting .203 in 25 games with 1 home run and 17 walks to 22 strikeouts. Ranked the Mets' 9th top prospect by Amazing Avenue coming into the 24 season, Reimer pulled his hamstring watch during spring training. His recovery took longer than expected, beginning his rehab assignment in mid-July rather than in June as initially believed. And after his rehab assignment ended, it only took another few weeks before he was placed on the 7-day injury list. Ultimately, he only appeared in 14 games for the Cyclones and went 9 for 46. The Mets sent the infielder to the Arizona Fall League, and not only did he get a few more reps with the bat to get some of the rust off, but he also started learning a little left field. He appeared in 17 games for the Scottsdale Scorpions, went 11 for 53 with a triple and 2 home runs. Amazing Avenue ranked Reimer the Mets' 21st top prospect coming into 2025, and the infielder had a season that fully reestablished his top prospect bona fides to all. Signed to the Cyclones to begin the year, the 21-year-old appeared in 61 games for Brooklyn and hit .284 with 18 doubles, 4 triples, 8 home runs, 11 stolen bases. Now, I would mention he did have a big game in Brooklyn on the road. He hit 3 home runs in a game, and he was featured on the MLB Network. They interviewed him the next day. So he put himself on the map with that. He was promoted to Double-A Binghamton in late June and finished his season with the Rumble Ponies. 61 more games with them. He had .279 with 14 doubles, 1 triple, 9 home runs, 4 stolen bases. In total for the season, he appeared in a cumulative 122 games, hit .282 with a .379 on base, .491 slugging percentage with 32 doubles, that's pretty good, 5 triples, 17 home runs, that's pretty good too, 15 stolen bases. Listed at 6'2" with 205 pounds, Reimer stands open at the plate, holding his hands high at the eyes, wrapping his bat behind his head, angled almost perpendicularly to the ground. He swings with a left lift and has a level stroke that is direct to the ball. His swing is better geared towards pitcher's middle and up and in the zone because he stands somewhat tall and stiff at the box. Reimer has the plate coverage to make contact with pitches down in the zone he wants to make contact with, and a good enough eye to know what pitches to lay off. Especially relative to his age and amount of professional experience, he reads spins well, tracks pitches well, and has a strong sense of the strike zone. During the 24-25 offseason, he put in a lot of work with organizational hitting instructors to modify and optimize his mechanics at the plate, leading to an improvement in his bat speed and his batted ball profile. Okay, coming into the season, one of the biggest criticisms about Reimer was the fact that too many of the balls that he put in play were hit into the ground. causing him to run problematically high ground ball rates. That's not good. A combination of facing more advanced pitchers combined with a hitting philosophy at the plate to go after more hittable pitches. Reimer's swing percent is up slightly this past season, sitting at 43% compared to 37% in his limited innings in 2024. Reimer's passivity at the plate was sometimes a source of concern in the past, as he would pass on just as many good pitches that he would be able to drive as he did bad pitches. For most of his prep career, Reimer played shortstop, but he grew up the position and was shifted over to third base in his senior year of high school. Since becoming a professional, he has primarily manned the hot corner, occasionally serving as DH and occasionally filling in at first base. In the 2024 Arizona Fall League, he even played a few games in left for the Scottsdale Scorpions. Solidly built, Reimer is strong and athletic, but does not have quick twitch muscle. He's missing the explosive first step and lateral quickness that you want your third baseman to have, an issue compounded by passivity when fielding plays, letting the ball to come to him instead of charging in on the ball. His arm is strong enough for third base, but his accuracy can sometimes be scattershot, depending on the difficulty of the play and how much time he has to set and release. If he puts on additional mass as he ages, his mobility will further suffer, and he may be eventually forced to move off the left side of the infield altogether. Interesting. Now, he has been sort of compared to Austin Riley. I'm not very excited about him. I mean, I just my own take on it, reading between the lines from what I've read about him, and he could be a star. I mean, but he is very raw still because he missed that full season in 2024. So he's a little behind in terms of experience. But I would expect that we'll probably see a lot of him in spring training. And I think we'll see quite a bit of him, getting a lot of at-bats, getting a lot of reps in the field. And we'll see if he can play third, His ultimate position might be first. But he can hit. He's got some good qualities as a player. But we'll see. And this is, of course, the scouting report for Amazing Avenue for the 7th best prospect the Mets have in their system. According to them, Jacob Reimer.